It is hard to introduce a piece of writing or even introduce a new idea into a piece of writing. Today's move is going to give us a way to do that. It's called talking back to a quote. Let's take a look at how writer Olivia Waite talks back to a quote in the New York Times. Marriage isn't a word, it's a sentence. That famous quip is especially true in romance novels, where marriage is often a starting point rather than an end goal. So how is Olivia Waite talking back to a quote? Well, here's what she's doing. She begins with a well-known or famous saying, a well-known quote or a famous saying. And I want to point out to you that she doesn't do something that writing teachers often consider to be a little bit cheesy. She doesn't say, according to this writer in this book, marriage isn't a word, it's a sentence. Notice that she just leads off with it. She just states it. The very first thing is the quote itself. Then she comments on it. She talks back to it, if you will. And this is her comment about that quote that connects to her topic. So in this case, Olivia Waite is saying that famous quip, this famous saying, this well-known quote, is true in romance novels. This is what Olivia Waite's piece is actually about, romance novels that start with marriage instead of end with marriage. But to get us into that idea, she's giving us something someone else said first, then commenting on how it's true in her topic, which is romance novels. This is a pretty good way of introducing an idea because it takes your reader from something that is really familiar to them, this well-known quote or famous saying, and then bringing it into an idea that might be less familiar to them, which is your idea. It's the thing that you're writing about. And so in a way, what we're doing when we use talking back to a quote as a writing strategy is we're creating a bridge for our reader, a bridge between the familiar to the unfamiliar, which eases the reader's transition into your idea. It helps them latch onto something that they already know and then launch into the new idea you want to share with them. Let's take a look at how a few other writers also talk back to quotes. So when you're writing, where are you looking to introduce an unfamiliar idea to your reader? And maybe starting with a familiar saying or a familiar quote and then commenting on it could help you do that. When you're thinking about your topic, is there a familiar saying or quote that immediately pops to mind? Why not try using that as the bridge for your reader, because it probably pops into their mind as well, to get them from this familiar saying to an unfamiliar or new idea. Are there lines from books or songs or movies that you think most people know and it connects with your idea in some way and you can use it as that bridging point for a new idea that you're about to introduce? Thanks for watching. Please make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss any mini moves for writers.